What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nanu Garage. I just changed the oil in the GT350 and we have now switched from Amsoil right over here to our Ford Motorcraft oil. So I'm gonna be going over the differences with the oil and the driving comparison. So here's our Ford full synthetic oil and here is our Amsoil. So the first difference I want to go over is difference in the oils. I actually didn't notice the difference in the oils until I had received this one. And the reason I went with the Ford Motorcraft simply because you can't find any oil filters right now, but I ordered in a package, in an oil change kit, an oil filter with all the quarts from CJ Pony Parts. So that's the reason I ended up going with Motorcraft, is simply because I can get a oil filter. The main difference with the Motorcraft oil, which I noticed after getting the Amsoil, is why this oil is more expensive. So if you see from over here on the bottle, it says right here that it's 100% synthetic motor oil. So that's 100% synthetic. This one says full synthetic. So it's a mineral and synthetic blend. In this one right here, for an oil to qualify to be full synthetic, is have 25% or more synthetic inside of it. So this isn't fully synthetic, even though it says full synthetic, because if it was fully synthetic, it would be like the Amsoil bottle right over here that says 100% synthetic. So with the Amsoil, I've also noticed less engine noise, and it feels like the engine kind of just runs smoother. It's weird, I know it doesn't make that much sense, but it really just does run smoother. I've noticed that with this oil over here, it's louder, the engine itself, but it hasn't bothered me too much. 100% synthetic, you're supposed to be able to run for up to 25,000 miles on a car, or 1 full year. Yes, you should change it more often into GT350 because you're always, if you're like me, you're always going to be banging gears, mashing on it. The full synthetic is supposed to only last 10,000 miles. I change mine sooner than a year. I do every 6 months or like 5,000 miles. I never hit 5,000 though. Comparing the two to the two, if you really care about your motor and you want to protect it a long time, I would spend the extra bucks and go with this, because it really is once every 6 months that you're doing it. And I think it's like going to be like a $50 to $100 difference for this right here. But let's go ahead and get out on the road, do a few pulls and stuff, and I'll talk a little bit more in depth about oil and the oil filter shortage. But right before then, let's do the quick smell test between the Amsoil and the Ford Motorcraft. So this test is actually kind of stupid. It's already cracked open, because when I was doing the oil change, I was curious if you'd be able to tell a difference in smell, and pretty smooth smelling. Not that much of a smell at all. Yeah, it's a lot stronger, the smell on this one, and it smells like shit. It smells like shit. Let's make sure it's sealed up. Throw it back down here. Well, let's go ahead and throw the camera on the head. We'll go out, do some pulls, and get some gas in the Shelby, because I'm on like 20 miles to empty right now. So you might be able to hear right now that I close the valves, the motor noise, there's just so much more motor noise. I don't know if you guys are able to tell from that video right there, that part of the video, but there's a decent amount more of motor noise to the car. Another thing I noticed is my oil temps are a lot higher with this Ford Motorcraft oil. I'm at 203 degrees. Usually I'm always in the 180 range. With the way I'm driving right now, I would never be in the 200s, especially with letting the car sit for how long I did right before I even started recording this video. And you can kind of hear the motor right now too, a little bit louder than usual. Overall, like the Motorcraft oil, it's whatever you want to do with your car. If you're going to be tracking it heavy and you really want your car to just last a really long time, definitely go with the Amsoil. I'll start running my Amsoil once I get the Gen 2 motor. I heard Amsoil also consumes at a slower rate. It consumes oil slower. So I'm gonna be curious to see in like 500 miles from now how much Motorcraft oil that I have consumed. We'll see. It's supposed to consume a lot faster than the Amsoil, so we'll end up seeing what happens with it. anyways, make sure you guys all like, comment, and subscribe. That's all my thoughts on Amsoil versus Motorcraft oil. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Best Shelby content out here on YouTube. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Woo!
You see a carku, call the cops, boy. AK all day, body start to drop, boy. Bamba jinya beaten, sari diyan streetan. They're trying to lock us up, but we ain't gonna stop, boy. They're trying to lock us up, but we ain't gonna stop, boy. They're trying to lock us up, but we ain't gonna stop.